What's up, FootyFiles family? Welcome back to episode 22 of the FootyFiles, where today Eob and I have a cool, interesting segment for you all. We're going to be doing Stop Me when I name a club that this Premier League player would not start at. We have an interesting lineup for you guys today. Some City players, some Chelsea players, and some just ballers from around the league. Let us know in the comments if you agree with some of the takes. But Eob, I don't know if I'm forgetting anything. If
Nah,
not, we can just get into it.
I think you covered everything. We got some interesting players for today. Some players that I think have been some standout players this season. So interesting to see what you guys think. And yeah, we
Yeah,
can jump
don't
right
let your
into it.
bias play into it, man. You have
I'm
some
not
bias.
I'm not biased,
I
bro.
feel like it's
Hey,
gonna be going into this. All right,
I
cool.
I
So
I go.
the first one that we have all for you today is Bruno Fernandes. So stop me when I name a club in the Premier League or world football that Bruno Fernandes would not start at. Dang, that's like a tongue twister. Low key. All right, cool. So we got Fulham, Brighton, Sunderland, Aston Villa, Newcastle, Brentford. Really? Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. Liverpool,
Ooh,
Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City. Your boys too. Wow, that's crazy. Those are like the best clubs in the Premier League. So I guess we can kind of go on. AC Milan, Juve, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona,
I don't think he's starting in Barcelona. You have to
Real
stop right
Madrid.
there.
He's not
Not
starting at
stopping Barcelona.
Barcelona.
He's not starting
Okay, I
Barcelona.
was about to say, but you're tweaking. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess they kind of have a few people that play the 10, so I guess you could, make the case for like a Fermin Lopez. You could say Pedri at the 8. You could say for Rafinha when he kind of sinks into that 10 position. I think Bruno's kind of interesting because he has like the 8 on his back, but he's more of like a 10 chance creator kind of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I definitely probably would have stopped there too, but I think you had a case for some of the clubs in the Premier League too.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd stopped at Barcelona because stylistically, I don't think he really fits in with their philosophy, and he's a little loose on the ball compared to like their midfielders and like the typical profiles they usually go for. I will say that he has got better in terms of his decision making and just retaining the ball. So I could be wrong about that one. And I was close to say like keep going, but honestly, I still think that he wouldn't be preferred in the lineup, so I went with Barcelona. I think there's a case for him to not start at Man City with Ryan Cherky and all the attacking midfield talent that Man City have. But aside from that, I think everything else was pretty straightforward for me.
Is he the best in his position in the Premier League right now?
Yeah, I would have to say so. I don't like saying it because I don't rate him that highly, but he is the best in his position, I would say. Especially at the number 10, like just generally speaking, I think he's the best number 10 in the world.
All right, cool. That's fair. I think I can agree with that right now.
Yeah, so cool. We can move on to the next one. And the player I have for you is Brian Embuemo. So give me a second. All right.
Make sure you say the sentence.
Okay, yeah, true. Stop me when I name a team that Brian Embuemo does not start for.
Okay.
Burnley, Leeds, Tottenham. Okay. Newcastle. This one's a little
Wait,
tricky, I
wait. I'm
think.
stopping at Tottenham.
Tottenham? For real?
I'm stopping at Tottenham, and let me tell you why. On God, on everything I love, bro, I'm taking a healthy Mohamed Kudus over Brian Mbeumo. No question about that. Are you not?
Dang, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's not a crazy shout. I do rate
Oh
him
God,
very
I'm taking
highly.
I'm taking Mo Kudus over Mbuemo, bro. I rate Mbuemo too, and I didn't think you were gonna throw Tottenham at me like that. And I think folks are probably gonna be like, "Oh yeah, he's not healthy, this, and that." But on God, bro, no question about that. I'm taking Mo Kudus over Brian Mbuemo, so that one was pretty cake. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I was thinking Kulusevski. I didn't even think of Mokudus,
Yeah,
to be
but he
honest.
been out. He been out, so
Yeah.
But no,
I
I'm
think
definitely
both
I'm
players honestly have a good shout of
yeah for sure.
starting
What, bro?
over
Even Kulu,
Mbemo.
bro. Even Kulu is a
Yeah.
conversation, bro. They're gonna look at Tottenham's
Yeah, no,
form
he's
and be like,
tough.
"Oh, you're bugging," but like, nah, bro. I'm looking at individual talent, bro. Kudus, bro, starts at basically every team in the Premier League, bro. In my opinion, so I'm gonna
Nah,
say that.
fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna say that.
I wasn't expecting that, but now that I think about it, that was a good shot. That was a good call out. I'm not gonna lie, that was some good ball knowledge. I'll give it to you. I didn't
Yeah,
think
I'm
of him.
saying, bro. Don't sleep on Mo Kudus, bro. The Aki. Don't tell. Don't tell.
I
All
bet.
right, cool. So the next player I got for you is one of your city boys, one of the recent signings. I guess both of them are recent signings, shocker. But stop me when I name a club that Antoine Semenyo would not start at. Nottingham
Go
Forest,
ahead.
Tottenham, West Ham, Jared Bowen. You know what I'm saying? Right wing,
He's doing decent, but nah, keep going.
Leeds United, Crystal Palace, Fulham, Brighton, Everton,
Nah, Matoma, I'm not gonna lie, you fell off, buddy. Ooh, Everton. Keep going.
Newcastle.
Ooh, it's getting a little spicy.
It's getting
Keep
spicy,
going.
bro. Aston Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool. You're
He's
actually
starting at
fried,
Liverpool.
bro.
I'm
You're
not
you're
fried.
actually fried. You're actually
I'm not
fried.
fried.
Man United,
I think he's starting.
Arsenal.
I think he's starting.
Starts over Saka,
He can play on the left too.
bro.
He's double-footed. He's
You're
two-footed. He's taking
you're
that left wing.
OC. I'm not gonna lie, you're OC, bro. You're
He's
OC.
taking that left wing.
You're so biased, bro. This is crazy. All
He's
right,
playing on the left. That's straight.
Bayern Munich,
Um, who's their
Brody,
left winger?
Diaz.
Nah, yeah, stop.
All right, come on, bro. I was about to say there's no way, bro. So basically, by your logic, he starts at every club in the Premier League.
I think he does. I mean, when you look at Man City, he's starting for Man City, um, on the left, but he can play both wings. That's the key thing. He's two-footed, so he can play on either wing. So no team in the Premier League has a duo of wingers that keeps him out of both wings. Arsenal have a weak left-hand
Pedro
side, as
Neto.
we know with Trossard, brother. You're a joke. You're a joke. But
Pedro Neto, bro.
Liverpool, Cody Gakpo is not starting over him as he is right now. Like, absolutely not. Mo Salah, as you know, is leaving at the end of the season for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea, don't even get me started on their wingers. Like I think Man
You're not starting
United
with
is
my boy Steve.
honestly there's two wingers in a team, buddy. So
I'm talking about
you could
preferred
have that.
position, bro. You can't try to make the shoe fit. That's what you're doing right now. You got to pick a
Is he
position
starting? The
that's.
question is he starting? And he is starting. End of story.
All right,
And
whatever,
then
bro.
Man United is probably the closest team that probably makes it a little difficult for me, but um, I still think he gets in somewhere. I think they'll probably move things around to fit him in.
Fair play, bro. Let us know what y'all think about that one in the comments. I'm not gonna lie. I think you're about to get your
Who
hair
would you
so
have stopped
fat.
at?
I probably would have stopped at United. I think I would have stopped at United, and then out of respect for my boy Salah, I would have stopped at Liverpool too. You know what I'm saying? But and depending on a healthy Chelsea, it wouldn't be Neto, but
Hey, buddy, buddy,
I think.
stop
All
it
right,
right
but
there.
listen, hold on.
Let
I've
me
seen
guess. Reece James are
Estival.
right wing, right? Reece James.
No,
He can play there too, right?
Palmer at the right wing, Estival at the left wing. I've seen that.
Okay, I mean it's a fair shout, but you
Yeah,
guys don't
come on,
really play
bro.
that for
I'm not
real.
talking about no Pedro Neto, bro. And we've seen that before. So I mean, whatever. Though we'll go on to the next one.
All right, cool.
My goat.
All right. The next player we're gonna be doing is João Pedro. So stop me when I name a team that João Pedro does not start for. Okay?
I'm about to be mute.
You about to say some crazy stuff right here. I already know. Tottenham, Charleston. I actually don't know who's gonna start for Brazil. Curious to see. Um, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth, Ivan Nielsen, Newcastle. You're a big fan of their striker.
Woltamata. No.
Sunderland with Brian Brobbey. This is where it gets a little spicy. Brentford. Oh, okay.
By your logic, though, if he does he get into that
Nah,
team?
use
Yes.
use
Maybe
your
not as
own
striking.
logic. Use your
Keep
own
going.
logic. All right. Aston Villa. Okay. Okay. It's getting real spicy. Man United.
Uh,
No, I'm not going. You're
see,
bugging. Sesko's going in for me, but each their own. Okay. This is where it gets real, real interesting. Actually, no, not yet. Arsenal. Fair. That I completely forgot about them. These are the two that, I hope you have some sense with. Liverpool. Oh my God, this guy, bro. Nah. All right. And Man City.
all right, I'll stop. But let me tell you something, bro. So even
Explain
back with
yourself.
Brentford, right? Brentford, obviously, Igor Thiago, second most goals in the Premier League. I'm not an idiot, right? Like I understand that, but I do think
Wait,
that
after who
like
again?
they're after Holland, and I stopped at City. I stopped at City, so like don't give me nothing for that.
I just want to hear it.
I think that Joao Pedro offers so much more to a team than just his goal scoring ability. Like obviously, since Rossignol came in, he's been bagging left and right, but I think his better preferred position is more of like a false nine, like deeper, like striker position, right? So out and out striker, yeah, Igor Thiago, I think he's probably got him bested. But you cannot tell me that he does not get in at that 10 position at Brentford. Similarly with like Cunha, like I think Cunha, like that front three at United is a bit more cemented, right? Where you have like a very out and out striker like Sesko, and you have like two wingers that are playing with him. I think he's better than Sesko, in my personal opinion, right? But even like for a team like Brazil, like there's been conversations of like who starts for them at the striker position. I think him and Cunha fit the same profile because obviously you have Vinny on the left. Um, and then maybe you have Martinelli or Rafinha on the right. Um, and then at that striker position, it's do you want to have someone who's like an out and out striker, or do you would have someone like a Cunha or a Joao Pedro because that allows like the interchangeability between them. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
Mm.
not stuck to one position, and we saw that a little bit with that friendly yesterday with Brazil and France, where Mbappe started at the left wing but was playing down the right wing at times. Olise was playing in the central role and then moved to like the left wing. Ekatike was playing striker but then moved to the left wing. But it allows for that fluidity in their attack. I think Joao Pedro gives you a lot more of that. The only other Brazilian striker that I think gives you that same type of profile is Matheus Cunha. So I like low key thought about United, but I mean obviously I have to stop at like a team like Man City. And Ekatike is a decent shout too, but I my boys got more goals, so taking my guy.
You don't think that there's a shot of João Pedro starting at Cam at Man City? I thought you were gonna take that
Mm,
route, maybe.
maybe, but I don't think that would mesh well. I think like technically, like ability wise, like Cherokee is a better 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, like just like about brilliance on the ball, like Cherokee's a better player. You know what I mean?
Respect.
But
Top 10 respect
top
moments.
10 respect moments, top 10 respect moments. Yo, don't step on the badge, bro. Don't step on the badge. But
All
nah,
right,
yeah. So
cool.
I think that was a fair assessment though.
Okay, you're not
All right,
a complete idiot.
yeah. All right, cool. So the next player that we have, stop me when I name a club that Granit Xhaka would not start at. Wolverhampton Wanderers, Burnley, Tottenham, Nottingham Forest.
I don't think he starts at Nottingham Forest.
Really? Who did
I'm
Elliot
taking
Anderson?
I'm taking Elliot Anderson. I think
You don't think he can get into one of those spots though?
I just think that two of I guess having both Elliot Anderson and Granit Xhaka wouldn't really work. So I think they would have to pick between one or the other. And I think Elliot Anderson is just a lot better, honestly, in all
About like
honesty.
a little double pivot action. Morgan Gibbs White plays the 10. You know what I
I guess
mean? Free
it
flowing
it
wingers. Like,
it could work, but I rate Nottingham Forest midfield. Um, I forgot who the player who pairs with them is, but I think their midfield dynamic works pretty well. Um, and I don't think he gets in. And I think honestly, Granit Xhaka is a bit overhyped this season. I think because of like the context of him coming back to the Premier League and having done what he did at Bayer Leverkusen after leaving Arsenal and all that, fairy tale storyline stuff kind of messed with people's heads and they just wanted to see him do well, so they overrated how well he's actually doing. He's doing well, but like I remember he got like man of the match versus Man City a couple months ago when we tied 0-0, but he was not the best player on the field. Like Rodri was by far the best player on the field, even though we tied. And people just, like the storylines and, you know, gifting man of the matches to players who they feel like emotionally attached to, at least like in that game. After like,
he did
him
put in a
coming back to the
shift
Prem
though,
and
to be
stuff. He
fair.
did, but like it's one of those like, all right, Man City tied the game. Who is like the best player on Sunderland? Shaka. All right, man the match. Like, one of those. It happens quite a lot. I think you probably have noticed that as
Yeah,
well.
that's fair. I guess that's fair.
So that's why I'm going with Nottingham Forest.
Fair play. Fair play.
All right, cool. So the next player for you, I know we did a Chelsea boy before this, so I'm gonna go to so stop
Illyman.
me. How do you say it?
Illyman.
Okay, last name. You say his last name weird.
Illyman NDI.
Yeah, that's not right. So you
NDI.
got the first name down? No.
NDI. Yeah, bro. NDIAYE. NDI.
Nah, I don't think so. Let us know in the
Whatever,
comments.
bro.
But stop me when I name a team that Ndai does not start for. Okay. I think we're gonna go pretty far with this one. I know how much we both rate him. Wolves,
Stop. It's like, no.
Tottenham, um, Newcastle. Got some tricky wingers. Brighton, Brentford. We got some tricky wingers as well. All right, now we're getting to some of the bigger boys. Aston Villa.
I'm gonna stop.
Really?
I'm gonna stop because I think you're taking it from the winger standpoint. I was taking it from the 10. If he's playing at 10,
But
I gotta go Morgan Rogers.
remember what we said though?
Does
Does
he
he get
start in
into
the
the team?
team? I
Yeah,
think
he's
okay.
getting
I
into the
think he
team.
does get into the team, but just to keep it like traditional to like his actual position, like
But
I'm
he
taking Morgan
plays like on the wing
Rogers.
too. He plays on the wing.
Yeah, he's playing on the wing because Grealish is injured though. Like when Grealish was hurt, like available, it was Grealish playing on the left wing, NDI was playing at the 10, and Beto or whatever was playing at striker.
I
Yes,
mean,
bro.
I guess. I think
Yeah.
he's played on the wing even when Grealish was in the team, but fair
I
enough. I mean,
personally
defend it.
I think Morgan Rogers, in my opinion, is like arguably a top 3 10 in the league. He doesn't get
Mm,
the attention that he deserves because I mean, bro, I'm telling you, like I've seen him play. Like he's next to like him and Palmer are like one and the same player. Like he's literally just a right-footed Palmer, in my opinion.
nah,
Yeah, I'm serious, bro. He
nah,
bags and look at Austin Villa in the table right now. Like they're doing their thing, bro. You can't even
nah.
can't
I
say too
think
much to
it.
that. I think they're close. They're close, but I really do rate NDI, but I really, really rate Morgan Rogers. And I think if it's him starting in his preferred position, that's where Morgan Rogers is sitting at Aston Villa. So I don't think he gets in over Morgan Rogers.
Honestly, I'm taking him over anyone in Aston Villa's like attacking lineup,
I mean,
behind
I
a
rate him,
striker.
bro. Do not get me wrong, but I rate Morgan
Yeah,
Rogers OD. So
nah,
I'm gonna have to stop there.
I don't rate him that highly, but fair enough. I mean, let us know in the comments because I think that's a very, very debatable one. Um,
NDI versus Rogers. All
yeah, nah, I don't know about
right,
that
cool.
one, but
So the last one I got for you is a defender who you guys also picked up in the January transfer window. So I need you to stop me when I name a club that Mark Gahey would not start at. I think basically every club in the Premier League was trying to get his signature, so this one might go on for a while.
nah, for sure.
Wolves, Nottingham Forest,
You're gonna have to move
Rio,
faster through the list. About to
I'm
take all
saying
day.
Tottenham, Romero, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that weak ass shout.
Everton, Brentford, Newcastle,
Newcastle?
Chelsea, United,
Going straight in.
Liverpool, Arsenal. You're fried. There's no way. There's no
Stop.
way. Oh, I was about to
Stop.
say, bro, there's
Nah.
no way, bro.
I
Yeah,
forgot
this one's
about
pretty
Arsenal, to be
self-explanatory.
honest.
Yeah, yeah, no,
I'm
it's
not gonna lie.
there's
If you didn't say Arsenal when you did, this might have gone on for a while because I don't think there's any team outside of Europe or outside the Premier League that he doesn't start for low key.
I mean, I'm gonna pull up that clip of Valverde doing him, bro. That
Hey,
clip of
we all have
Valverde,
our low lights, you know what I'm saying?
Valverde doing
That
him,
wasn't his
bro.
best moment, but nah, I think honestly, besides Arsenal, I think he starts for every team in the world, as he is right now. Obviously, he didn't have the best game against Madrid. But yeah, he is just so well rounded. Obviously, Liverpool going after him for a reason. They saw him as like the next center back, like after Van Dijk, to like hold down their defense, and that was for a reason. And we've already seen it for Man City. He's had a clean sheet in probably like half his games that he's played, and he's slotted right in, like no adjusting period, and that goes to show like how good he is. Like Ruben Diaz has been here for like a good 5, 6 years, and it's pretty fair to say that he's above Ruben Diaz in the pecking order, and that's not an easy thing to do. So shout out to him, and yeah, I think his performances spoken for themselves over the past 2 years.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Can't argue with that. I think we got one
Cool.
more, right?
We got one more,
I have to be mute for the
and
rest of the episode.
you better not be. But stop me when I name a team that Esteval does not start for. Okay. Tottenham, Brighton, Brentford. You got to at least think about these. Newcastle, Liverpool, Aston Villa. You rate Morgan Rogers really highly, right? Let's see. What do you think about that? You're not even moving. Um, Man United, Diallo, Cunha, Buemo, none. They don't move you. Okay. Arsenal. Does he get in over Bukayo Saka? Just give me a yes or no. Okay. Man City. Buddy. Buddy, be serious. Nah, you're about to fry me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to stop for you. All right. Okay. Borussia Dortmund. Atletico Madrid. AC Milan. Mm, trying to think of some teams with some good wingers. Monaco. That was kind of random. Real Madrid. I guess right wing. Kind of open. Um, there's only two big boys left, really. Barcelona.
All right, I'll stop. I was waiting for you to say that one, bro. That's the only team I can confidently say. Bayern and Barcelona are the only two teams I can confidently say that have better right winger potential than my star boy,
PSG.
bro. Nah, I'll stop at PSG. I'll
It,
stop at PSG too.
okay, those are the three.
But
I was
but
trying to think of as
yeah,
many teams as I can think of.
yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know how highly I rate Esteval. I think the world knows the quality that's there. I don't know why. I think if he was in a team like I think if he was in a team like Barcelona and the way that they nurtured Lamine Yamal from age 15 till now, he would have a higher ceiling or maybe the same level of ceiling. I kid you not. Like I actually almost feel bad that he plays for us. He's too good, bro. Like he's way too good, bro, to be playing for Chelsea, bro. Mesquine, bro. I love the kid, bro. He's so talented, man. But yeah, he's just stuck right now. You know what I mean? But I think we've seen some flashes of brilliance. You know what I mean? And he's one of our most direct wingers. He's got that traditional like Brazilian flair to him. He doesn't play that conservative ball like I think the game is transforming to so much in the Premier League now. Really takes on his man, can finish, can cut in, he's fast, quick first step. Like he actually kind of reminds me of Yamal, like when Yamal first started and Barcelona made his debut at 16. Obviously, I think they're around the same age, but I really like can confidently say that like if they were on the same position or same team or whatever, yeah, like I think they would have the same level of ceiling. Just one's playing for Barcelona, one of the best clubs in Europe, and one's playing for Chelsea, and you know where that's going. So. Um, I'm not arguing with this too. I will die
I'm
on
gonna
this
let you
hill,
have
bro.
it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna let you
I
have it.
will actually die on this hill. But yeah, I think that's all the players that we had listed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool. So
Sir.
yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Let us know what you guys think about these takes in the comments. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Show some love. If you guys have any ideas for things you want to see us shoot in the future, make sure to drop them in the comments. Yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. You?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.
All right.
Yeah, 40 files out.